to show up to the fans. How do you assess the dates?
Oh, it's great, man. We have one of the best fan bases in pro football, and it's really nice to have them come out and support us like this, and makes our job fun. And it's fun to interact with them. So nothing but love for the fans.
Got you. Overall, in terms of this is your second year as a starting center. Overall, your transition. How's it been coming along? And obviously, what were you focusing on this year to prepare to be a better center?
Now that I had a year under my belt, the mental game came a lot easier for me, and really just honing down on the minor details of the center position, and making sure I'm, really becoming just sharp on all fronts as a center, and that comes down to just honing on the details and really making sure I'm critiquing myself hard. So that's what I'm trying to work on day to day.
Okay. And in terms of season outlook, can we get a little expectations in terms of the offense? Obviously, we lost a few. Y'all lost a few guys in Pierre and Deshaun this year, but obviously, is there a major drop off expected, or how do you expect this season to turn out for you guys overall?
Unfortunately, that's the nature of the business. We're gonna miss those guys, but we also gained a few awesome guys like Terrell Pryor, and then Josh Jackson's gonna come back strong, and Ryan Grant and all those guys. Jameson's always a stud out there for us, and so I don't think we're gonna drop off at all, man. I think we're gonna keep pushing.
Definitely. All right. Well, Spencer, thank you. Appreciate your time,
appreciate
man.
it.
Good luck, man. Your first fan appreciation day. First and foremost, how was the turnout? Did you expect such a large crowd? And how was it for first and foremost today?
Yeah, I was kind of expecting a big crowd. Just sport being band day and all that. I remember when we pulled up to the facility, seeing the line outside, and it was a good experience out here today.
Okay. Overall, as a player, your growth from the time you were drafted, OTAs, rookie minicamps to now, how has it been, the transition from a college player to professional?
I feel like it's been pretty good, just as far as playing in a pro-style system in college and then having that translate over. Playbook is really easy to pick up, and, just trying to get out here and just show the coaches things I've been working on and just trying to improve every day.
I mean, in my eyes, you've been making a lot of plays. Definitely, especially in the receiving game. You're a huge target. In terms of just as a player, receiver, and just tight end in general, out here, I mean, has it been difficult or like the speed or anything? Has anything stood out to you?
I would say just at first, just getting used to the speed, but just now, I mean, it's just playing football. Just coming out here, see the ball, just got to catch the ball. Just the coaches put you in those positions, you just got to make the plays.
Okay. We're less than a week away from your first preseason game. Away from the team, you're finally about to hit somebody else. How does it feel in terms of just getting out there on the field in an actual game setting, playing against a different team?
I'm really excited to get out there. Just like you said, we've been in training camp, so just been going against each other. And I'm just ready to be out there and just go play somebody else and show the coaches like we're doing against a different opponent.
Definitely, man. Well, hey, Jeremy, appreciate the time, man. Good luck to you, sir.
No problem.
Shout out Texas, shout out what?
Nah,
Hogs 2.0?
I'm trying to sign as much as I can.
What's the weirdest thing you've had to sign?
Oh, no, it's been everything. Probably signing the baby is pretty weird.
Just like the baby on the head or the arm or something?
I mean, no, just somebody holding their baby up, you got to sign the shirt. It's kind of like handing you a football or something.
Gotcha. Thanks, buddy.
Thanks, man.
Who's first today? Next Taylor.
How's your day off?
Great.
Good. That's not my question. You've got your one and only cut is 4 weeks from today. Just first of all, do you start along that process at all, start arranging names and things like that when you might go? And second, what do you think of going with just one larger cut instead of the 2 stages?
Yes, well, we start tinkering with people in different spots, first team, second team, third, whatever it is. We try to get people reps so they can show what they can do. So you kind of, in your mind, you start to formulate a plan. You've got first stringers, people, core backups. In the meantime, you still have to get the younger guys and some of the guys some reps to see if they can somehow crack into that lineup. So That's what the preseason games are for. Our late practices sometimes before, sometimes I'll go 3 versus 3, see who shows up big. But as far as the cut's concerned, I think it's a great idea. Last year, for instance, we had that cut down to 75 before our fourth preseason game, and we don't play our starters in that game. We had a bunch of guys that were kind of hurt, so we barely had enough guys to play.
So the trade-off between the having them available for that preseason game is worth it, just having to do everything at once.
Plus, we've had these guys since OTAs in the majority of them. It's a chance for them to play too, but an extensive amount of time, not just hoping to make our roster, but somebody else's around the league. So that's what they can do. So I think it's a win-win for the player and for the team, without a doubt.
What's the progress like from Nicholson and kind of the plan going forward with them for your season?
Yeah, I think they're making progress. You know, I think they're getting closer. That's the trainer, the doctor. It's all on them when they clear them as far as full contact. But they're doing everything. They're running and being involved in individual and walkthroughs and all that stuff. So they're getting the mental reps, which is good. But now, just have to work in the line somehow when they get third.
Sitting with injuries, Jordan Reed update.
Nothing.
Rob Kelly.
I think Rob's going to go today. I'm going to see if he can go today.
And with Jordan, I know you can say you don't have really a timetable, but at what point, now I guess he's telling some of these guys that this is something that was lingering from last year. Is there a concern that this might continue into the season, that you'll have enough time to give him enough rest to
Yeah, you know, I don't know. We'll see. I think from every indication I got and received from doctors and trainers and from Jordan, I feel like they'll be ready for the season. But you never know. So we'll have to wait and see. These things are odd from time to time, but I have full faith that they'll be ready.
Anyone else? Going once, going twice?
What about Preston Smith? He's being evaluated the other day.
Yeah, he twisted his ankle. He's in a boot a couple days, and then I saw him walk around the weight room here a little bit. I think he's going to be sore for a little bit of time. It'll probably be a week or two, I would think.
And James Crowder.
He's getting close. You know, I saw him running yesterday out here on their day off, and rehabbing, and he's getting closer.
Speaking of some injured guys, it's been a couple of years since Junior Gillette has really been able to show off to a lot of, I guess, the fans. Maybe you've seen a little bit more of him, obviously, but how's he been looking through practice so far?
He's been doing very well. You know, last 2 minutes drill we had the other day, he had a sack fumble, won the game from defense. So he's making some plays and making his presence known. You know, I feel him when he's out there. I think he's working himself into football shape, as he'll tell you. But I still feel like he's got the pass rush instinctual moves that not a lot of people have. He's working out to get off in speed still. That's just going to come with time. And then, but as far as natural rush ability, a guy oversets and he can slip him inside, and he short sets and he can go outside. I mean, he's got natural rush instincts that not a lot of people have, so that's good to see.
Back right there.
Yes. When I'm talking about aliens, what has impressed you so right here? What has impressed you so far with Samaje Perine here at camp?
Well, there's a lot. I think surprised how good his hands are. He catches the ball really well. I know they had Joe in their backfield in Oklahoma, so they didn't throw him a lot of balls. Probably near right. But I think his hands, I think his ability to learn, I think has been great. This is work ethic, just him as a person. Everything that impresses me about Samaje so far. I think he's a total pro. He comes in, he's no nonsense, works hard, prepares well, and is a very bright kid, and really doesn't have any weaknesses in his game. We got to shore up his protection a little bit, but like all rookies, that takes time. Where your eyes are, how to pick up certain people and all that stuff. But I've been impressed with Samaje very much so.
The other day we saw Kirk. I saw him actually walk out a pass pattern, to kind of demonstrate for one of the receivers, and then, of course, he ran over to the crowd and kind of gave it to the guy who was giving it to him from the stands. Is that him just kind of growing in leadership, like he's talking about wanting to do?
Yeah, I think so. I think he's earned that right in that respect. And that takes time for a young quarterback to compete to be a starter and find his way in the NFL. You just don't do that overnight. And I think now that he's established himself as a starting quarterback in the league for this football team, I think he feels more comfortable, especially now that he feels good with the system. So he's going to probably do more and more of that. Hopefully he doesn't have to walk through him like that. But he will voice his opinion and his displeasure if things aren't the way he wants it.
Thanks, Coach. Oh, that ball.
Kurt Warner's going in the Hall of Fame today. He was on radio last night. He said that he wouldn't mind coaching in the NFL, but they've never been able to figure out how to make an NFL coach's day an 8-hour day. Do you think it ever be possible for an NFL coach to have a normal work day?
Yeah, I think you could if you want to coach for a year.
Thanks, Coach. All right, guys. Today, as you know, it's family, so this asks a couple of things.